This is How to Sustainably Fish by Mark Valdez. But first, we're going to start off by asking what sustainable fishing is. Well, sustainable fishing is when you respect the habitat and allow it to grow before coming in and taking fish for food. And this allows for the ecosystem to grow and flourish while still getting your food on your plate. So it's very environmentally friendly and it's very good for everyone. There are many steps that you can take to become better at sustainable fishing, and there are 5 listed, but many more are out there that will help as well. So for step 1, you're going to want to keep your noise down. So you want to make sure that the noise is low so that then the fish are not disturbed. And making the area noisy can disturb the ecosystem and cause the area to become highly disturbed. For step 2, you're going to want to reduce your fossil fuels. Fossil fuels can pollute the water, causing fish to become poisoned and die. The fish will also become inedible since they'll have toxic chemicals, and no one wants to eat toxicity. For step 3, you're going to want For step 3, you're going to want to stop using plastic for fishing. Using plastic for fishing can be very harmful for the environment. It can harm the areas you fish in and leave tons of pollution. So one of the main ways that people use plastic in fishing is fish netting, which is used to gather multiple fish at once. Instead of using plastic, we can try using some other substance instead. The substance might be hard to find, but it will definitely be worth it. So for step 4, we're going to want to reduce boating. When there are too many boats out in the water, the fish can get heavily injured. The Florida manatee is a great example of this, as they are constantly found with scars all over their body caused by an overabundance of boats. So for step 5, you're going to want to not fish endangered species. Endangered species are highly vital, as them disappearing could cause massive disruptions in the entire ecosystem. Famous example is the wolves disappearing from Yellowstone. When the wolves disappeared, the entire ecosystem was affected. But when they came back, the entire ecosystem flourished. What is the relationship between food security and sustainable fishing? Well, food security follows the action of making sure that food is healthy and good for beings to eat. Sustainable fishing allows for fishing to be better for the environment and allows there to be more healthy fish being eaten. Both focus on health and being healthy. How do social norms play a role in what type of fish or seafoods are eaten? Well, the most common fish to eat is salmon and tuna. Therefore, when people see the fish and seafood aisle, they will be more likely to choose this fish to eat. Fish are uncommon to eat are pufferfish. It's likely because they're poisonous to eat. However, if you prepare it right, it should be fine to eat, yet it is placed in the uncommon category for a reason. How can consumers encourage sustainable practices? Well, consumers can show the differences between areas that use sustainable fishing rather than areas that do not. The difference should be quite apparent, as areas that use sustainable fishing should be livelier, while the ones that do not use sustainable fishing are quiet and sedentary. Do you think we will be able to meet future seafood demand? Well, I don't believe so, as the rising population combined with the continuous population causes fish to rise in demand when there is less fish to eat. Therefore, using sustainable fishing will be an easy way to combat this problem. What are other uses of fish that put pressure on fish stock? Example, medicine, animal foods, and production. Well, fish are used primarily for food, but another uses for fish is oil. The oil in fish is very useful and can be used for medical purposes. Because of this, fish oil can be put in high demand. Therefore, the stocks on fish oil can rise and skyrocket to new heights when the fish population decreases.